Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work that. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Manifesting does not work that ways. I mean, there are times where you've made a wish and it happens. Boom.
Hmm.
You know, or you're asking for a sign and you get the sign and stuff
Hmm.
like that. But that is not a creation situation.
No.
When you're co-creating with the universe and your guides and your ancestors, it takes some action on your part. You can't just set it and forget it and say they'll take care of it.
Hello, welcome to Conversations with Neuvias. My name is Carol, and today we have the lovely Marge.
Hello.
And our good topic today, or what we're conversating about today, is manifestation.
Yeah.
Yes, lots and lots of manifestation. And it's also a good time because of the year of the fire horse just started. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so too.
yes,
I,
good lots of intentions there.
yeah. Making sure that you understand that manifesting is something we're always doing, whether we're
Hmm.
doing it consciously or unconsciously is the key,
Yes,
right?
for sure. Yes, absolutely. So let's start off with what is manifestation or manifesting. Because maybe people don't exactly know what it is, so or what it entails. So it's kind of like the law of attraction. Positive thoughts, positive outcomes, and so when you're manifesting, it's bringing in your desires, your intentions. You're setting those intentions, putting them in motion, and then proceeding forward. um, I can tell you sometimes when people manifest, they constantly think about it and think about it and think about it, and then, like, well, why hasn't it happened? So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. Yeah. So, on that note, we're going to go with manifesting truly is and what it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a passive thing. It requires action. It's not just thinking about stuff and wishing things into existence. It's not magic. It's the law of you have to have the right energy to it, right?
Hmm.
To what you're trying to create. I think of manifestation. A lot of people, when they use the word manifestation, I think it's like magic. You just say, "This is what I want," and la ti da, there it is. But it's more about setting the intention, paying attention to it, getting in heart alignment with it, and then things start happening to make it come about.
Hmm.
Don't you think,
Yes, for
Carol?
sure. Yes, no, I agree. You have to constantly focus on the positive about it, and you have to have a mindset for it too, Marge. Because if your mindset's not in the right manner, or yeah, you might as
Yeah.
well just hang up the towel and call it a day because those goals are not going to be achieved.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of it is the heart and mind coherence. So having that same energy for both makes a big difference too.
Hmm.
A lot of times, what you want, and what your heart is saying is possible are two different things.
Yes, creating that mental image of what it is that you're perceiving that you truly desire and those aspirations. So
Yeah.
yeah. So another one I was saying, Marge, was affirmations, in which I do have a couple of decks because affirmations does help provide positive statements when you're manifesting, and also helps reinforce those intentions as well as those beliefs.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's funny. Affirmations, people are like, affirmations aren't going to help you. And affirmations by themselves, if you're
Hmm.
just saying them without any emotion behind them, I kind of believe that. But sometimes you have to talk yourself into believing something, you know? And if you do an
Hmm.
affirmation repeatedly, the more you say something, you start to believe it. The more you believe something, the more you can feel it. And the more you feel something, the more you can manifest it. So I think
Yes.
it all works together. Not quickly, but it does.
Yes. It's actually taking that action to what you're trying to involve, and being proactive with it too, Marge. If you're not proactive, then,
Right?
you kind of, yeah,
Yep.
it'll start falling by the wayside. And what I've always firmly believed, it's how you put that intent in there. You're
Yeah.
setting that intent. You can say affirmations all you want, but if there's no intention behind it, there's no possible way that's going to work effectively for you.
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I think it depends on how much passion you're putting behind it and how much you actually believe it when you get to the point, right?
Hmm.
So, and then once you're believing it, you're going to automatically start making moves, different actions, taking action
Hmm.
towards that intention, right?
Right.
So it's all, if you're not doing any action, you're not going to get
Mm.
anywhere. So it's a matter of
No.
working to that point.
Yes. And creating also that self awareness, Marge. You're um, understanding that your desires and your motivations need to be set in that intent as well.
Right? That's true.
So that is what manifesting is, people. So let's talk about what manifesting isn't or is not.
Sure.
So let's just say wishful thinking. We all have it, like wishful, or wishful thinking.
Yep.
It's making a wish, hoping that it's gonna move into action and just handle itself by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work that. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Manifesting does not work that ways. I mean, there are times where you've made a wish and it happens. Boom.
Hmm.
You know, or you're asking for a sign and you get the sign and stuff
Hmm.
like that. But that is not a creation situation.
No.
When you're co-creating with the universe and your guides and your ancestors, it takes some action on your part. You can't just set it and forget it and say they'll take care of it.
Yes. Another thing too, Marge, is guaranteed results. I know when my kids request off for work, it's a request, it's not a guarantee. So keep that in mind when you are manifesting in your way. That's not part of the manifesting. So
Right.
just because, yeah, you put it out there, and depending on how you put it out there, it's not a guarantee that it's going to happen the way you anticipated.
Probably not. And you're probably better off with it not going the way you anticipate, but with it going bigger and better. If you're a little more open ended about it, you don't worry about the how things are going to happen, right?
Hmm.
You're concerning with making moves towards what your goal is.
No,
But how you're getting to that goal is kind of up to source. It's up to God.
yes, for sure, source.
Your video froze again.
Yeah, I see it rolling with the homies over there. Okay, stop. So, another one, March, is substituting for hard work. So, let's say you're going to put all this effort, all this intent, and then none of those goals get achieved. Are you still
Yeah.
with me, March?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So just doing that in itself, like you're like, okay, well, I'm already investing all this time and this energy, and nothing is manifesting for me the way I want it to. What's up, or what's
Right.
going on with that?
It may not be your direction. It may not be the right time. Remember, it's not all about you. It's about the whole system, the whole universe. And maybe it's not your time, or maybe you need to take a breath, or maybe it's not your direction.
No. Another one too, magic or superstitions. You
Hmm.
know, you see people talk about casting spells, or hey, I'm going to manifest, I'm going to go light a candle. I do light candles all the time, but I just do it to help me manifest or put that intent out there, so that
Yeah.
helps me. There are remember that when the universe steps in,
Nope.
sometimes.
Try again. You're
Nope.
dying again.
Oh my gosh, what is going on
I
today?
don't know. I don't know. We'll clip it together.
Okay, I'm
Try and
sorry.
go back because you're okay now. You're fine.
Okay, so I was talking about magic and superstition,
Right.
and so when you're putting that out there, sometimes the universe might not think that you need the what you're manifesting for, or it might. show up in a different manner than you're anticipating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
So just.
interesting because there have been times in my life personally
Hmm.
where I have just set it and forget it. But when you set it with your heart and your intention, then things come, the universe can put all things in order, and it'll push you here, it'll push you there if you're following, and set you in the place where you need to be, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But you have to be following those nudges and have set the intention too. It's not really set it and forget it, I guess, because I'm following. So I met a wonderful man that I had asked the universe for. I said, if you want somebody in my life, you got to send them to my door because I don't go anywhere. And 6 months later, maybe 8 months later, I had moved, and all these things happened, and this lovely gentleman that I spent over
Hmm.
a decade with came to my door. It was beautiful. He was a wonderful guy, perfect. Yeah, everything I asked for was beautiful. But I did it with a pure heart. I wasn't asking, like begging for something. I was like,
Hmm.
if you want it, if this is what I'm supposed to have in my life, send it here. It's a little bit different tack than I want to earn $1 million by the time I'm 40, kind of
Yeah.
thing. You know,
Hmm.
it's
That.
different.
Yeah. No, actually, I trust me, I would get that because it's like a detachment from reality as well.
Right.
You're just unaware of what's going on, and rather you involving setting those intentions. You know, you sometimes the framework is realistic, so
Right.
yeah, or you're unaware of that
Yeah.
pattern. So, anyways, so there, that is what manifesting is not, people. So just remember that when you are out there trying to manifest, because a lot of us don't know what what and what is not. So.
Right. But you can't go into the idea of manifesting with thinking it might not work,
Hmm.
right? You
Right.
have to trust that if it's the right path for you and have that detachment enough
Yeah.
that you're not uh, putting the it's not going to work vibes into it too. It's one of those things that it's got to get balanced properly.
Right. And the universe is going to send you or let you know that it will send you what you need in that moment, or
Yep.
you know give you the right path to take, whether it's the one you chose or not. So
Right. Yep.
yeah.
That's true.
Yes. So, Marge, the next one would be, the role of belief in subconscious patterns. So, what are the subconscious patterns of manifesting?
Yeah, I guess I kind of went into that already, didn't I? Talking about
Yeah.
the I was ahead on the subject line. Sorry, Carol.
Yeah. So, if you want, we could kind of we'll do a brief intake of that real quick. Influencing behavior is one of them. You align, like Marge said, with a deep seated belief, and then it doesn't go according to how you believed it. So
Yeah.
I guess we
Yeah.
won't spend too much time on that.
Yeah, it's interesting though when you think about it because there are some things that I think it's the matter of wanting. I've heard before people say you can't want something because if you're wanting it, that's what you're putting out into the world, more wanting it. And
Hmm.
I kind of think that might be true to a point. If this is your desire, you
Yeah.
have to act more like you have to behave as if you're there. It's kind of like dressing for success. Remember back in the 80s, they
Oh
said
my
dress for
gosh.
success,
Yeah.
right? Dress for
Yeah.
the job you want to have, not the job you do have.
Mhm.
And it's the same kind of thing with this subject with manifestation because if you're acting as
Mhm.
if you have it already, maybe not financially because you could get yourself in a world of trouble or authority or with your authority or supervisory position or whatever,
Mhm.
you have to be sensible about it. But if you carry yourself as if you're already there, it'll go a long way to getting your heart in alignment with your goal and
Yeah.
making it come around quicker.
Yeah. That's because you're. It's like a vibration that you're aligning yourself with. When you have the right frame of mind and your desires are in the right place and you're creating that strong vibrational pattern with it, manifesting is more effective. And from what I've always understand with manifestation, Marge, is you have to already think it into existence.
Yeah.
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 Act as if it's already happening.
Exactly. Well, and time is really not real, right? If
Right.
if you listen to so many people talking about time isn't real, because you can visit the past and actually have all the emotions and the physical reactions of something that happened in your past. Just because you're not aware of the future doesn't mean it's not already happening. So if you act as if you're already there, it will go a long way to making you make those movements automatically without stress and without fussing about it. You're automatically going to make actions towards your goals.
Yes. No, I agree. Another one too, Marge, is if you have a a desire of what you think you should be versus your subconscious belief, and them two don't coincide, then it creates a resistance to where you manifesting is not going to go the way as you're hoping or wanting. So
Right.
just
Yeah,
yeah, remember that when you're out there, excuse me, doing that. So
that's true.
yeah. And of course, it's your intuition. Your intuition will never steer you wrong. Of course, I say that, but keep it open. You're gonna say something, Mark?
Yeah, I was thinking when people talk about listening to their intuition, a lot of us hear it and just ignore it. That little
Mm-hmm.
voice that says, "Yeah, don't turn that way," or "Yeah, maybe wait till tomorrow to do that," and you do it anyway. And it's like, why didn't I listen? You gotta listen to that intuition. It's really telling you something.
That inner voice. I know. Sometimes we don't want to listen to that inner voice, but it's
Hmm.
it's pretty much, I would say, 99% accurate. So
Yeah.
just do keep that in mind as we talk about the patterns here.
Right.
Yeah. So the next one, Marge, would be how can you align intentions with inspired actions with manifesting? So,
Yeah, yeah, I think it kind of happens automatically. You don't have to set up your whole life to manifest something. You have to get the goal in mind, think about some of the things that you need to make that direction, then listen to your intuition about making some of those actions. It doesn't have to be one great big huge jump into a new you. You can
hmm,
do little bits at a time and it'll roll up and just come around for you. If it's
yeah.
meant for you and if it's best for the world.
No, yeah, that's true. Just cultivating that positive mindset that you need to put it out there. Visualize those goals,
Yeah.
clarify those intentions. I mean, these are just things, that you should realize that this is how manifesting is when you're trying to um, what are we talking about? It's inspire those actions for manifesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Ah, there, the car's agreeing.
And there goes the race. There goes the
They're
race.
excited over there.
That's how the universe talks to us, and just let me show you how we manifest. I was
Yep.
kidding. Fast
Yeah.
paced.
We had a team member one time. Remember, one of our team members was doing a video, and as he was saying about um, letting go, a plane flew over. Do you remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
That
Oh
was so
yeah.
beautiful. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, see, just go. It's all right.
Yes.
Those little messages are cool. They're very timely.
Yes, they are, because that just doesn't happen all the time. I'd get if it happens all the time, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
So stay open to your inspirations. Pay attention to those intuitive thoughts that arise that kind of give you some nudges or hints, like, "Hey, guess what? We're trying to help you here." So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so excuse me. With that being said, Marge, another one be um, practice mindfulness. I know a lot of us don't do that because it's kind of hard to stay in the present, especially uh, once we talk about everything going on. But I think the beauty of that right now is everything's coming full circle and the truth is coming to light. So do keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. We got good stuff coming around the bend.
Hmm. Yes,
Real good stuff.
good stuff. And don't give that stuff that dampens your spirit energy because when you're manifesting, you clearly do not want that in your energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
at all.
Not at all. Not
No.
at all.
So,
It's not to say to put your head in the sand, right?
right.
Being aware, and supporting your neighbors and supporting situations is one thing, but putting too much energy into it and letting it contract you so that you're not shining your light is not helping anybody. You gotta shine your light and raise your vibration and help things that way, and it will help you too and everybody around you.
Yeah. Just be willing to adjust those actions or those intentions if
Yeah,
something doesn't feel right to you. Don't give it energy, or so it will produce those results for you.
yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, and of course,
Yay.
yeah, if you can surround yourself with positivity, just in general, engage with communities that involve positive or support a goal or an aspiration that you are really headstrong on and have a firm
Yeah,
belief in this. And so, um, people in your same energy field, that reinforces your intentions, that reinforces your manifesting. So,
that's true. Yep.
yeah, do keep that in mind. So, with that being said, why do some of us fear or resist manifestation?
I think some of it is you're just not in alignment with the thing that you're looking for. It's not time for you or it's not for you at all. Sometimes your spirit is not in a position to handle what goal you've set for yourself.
Yes. I can tell you, Marge, with that being said, a lot of us fear change.
Hmm.
People are so scared of change. Changes can be a life and death situation. Changes can be very intimidating for us, in that, without unfamiliarity, we kind of get like a little bit, uneasy with that. And
Sure.
so,
Yeah. Well, and that goes along, like you said, the change in itself is scary because you don't know what to expect. Well, when even if you're in an uncomfortable situation, a really bad
hmm,
job or something, you feel more comfortable because you know what to expect. When you're stepping outside your comfort zone, it can be a little freaky and a
yeah,
little nerve wracking. And so that'll set resistance right off the bat.
yes. Another one would be self doubt. People struggle with, like, I'm not worthy to receive this, maybe, or
Yeah,
I want to
imposter
manifest
syndrome.
this, yeah, but I don't think I don't think I can handle that, or
Yeah.
whatever the case,
Who's
and
going to listen to me?
yeah, so some people think that they don't deserve to receive a manifesting or stuff that's going to help them, in the long run. So those
Right.
self doubts can kick in really headstrong, and then you've manifested and nothing's showed up for you.
Right. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I think that's your your worldly programming or your earthly programming kind of trying to
Hmm.
keep you where you're at so you feel safe, you
Yes.
know? And it's just it's what you've been taught
Yeah.
or what you've seen and not necessarily what's real.
Yes. So try to get yourself out of the box, as I say. Think outside the box, because the box, yeah, doesn't do anybody any good. So
That's true.
yeah. The other one would be past trauma. Unfortunately, everybody's had to deal with or maybe have dealt with some negative experiences, related to your goals or your intentions, and so that can help you reluctantly not manifest, um, and because of those patterns being continuously in your mindset, and
Yeah.
you feel like the disappointment of not deserving more than what you anticipate. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, if you're dealing with that type of past trauma, try to get help. Join a community that has probably gone through the same ordeal as well. I know past traumas can hinder a lot of us down. So,
Yeah. And what your trauma is may not be somebody else's trauma, right? It may not
right.
be traumatic to someone else. So you can't. to take somebody. Okay, so if you're having a conversation with somebody, they something was very traumatic for them, you shouldn't poo-poo it, right? And say,
Right.
please, I've been through so much worse, because that'll get you in that really really rough situation
Hmm.
mentally. But take into consideration, not everybody, nobody's the same. You can have people in the same household that see a situation differently and react to a situation differently because their spirits have got different emotions and different experiences moment to moment in their lives.
No, that's true, Marge. That's true. Even the other one is limiting your belief. Like sometimes you might not think that you're valuable or you're don't feel like you're successful, and that helps your willingness to manifest what you should be manifesting in a more positive light. So
Right.
those are kind of like internal conflicts that you fight within yourself, and so that doesn't help you
Yeah.
at all. So be sure that when you're thinking in that mindset, try to change it. But we all have power, we all have strength. Words speak a thousand energies. So be sure that you're saying positive things. The more positive you're saying, the more positive comes to you. So
Mhm. That's true. Absolutely.
yeah, the other one is your identity, attachment to your identity. Sometimes you don't know who you are, or we all have struggling challenges, all of us do. And so just letting go of your identity sometimes, because as you I know with me, March too, I'm pretty sure with you, as we've moved on through our years, we've learned from a lot of different experiences, and those experiences will help you grow and evolve. And sometimes you might be stuck in one of those experiences and you can't seem to move forward.
Right.
And so, just if you can, just try to let your past go. You've been there. You can't change that. It's a done deal. And
Mhm.
so, just remember that. As you're trying to manifest that, you've got to let that go. Even if you've had a beautiful past, oh my God, then much happier. Will be so much more happier for you. But if you've kind of struggled in your past, just let it go. You can't change it.
Yeah. And you've learned from it. You got to find you can find the blessings in anything.
Yes.
Believe it or not, anything. And so finding where those things have led you to a new position or led you to new people or situations, even if they were unpleasant to go through, you'll find that there's always a positive and a negative to everything. Absolutely everything. Sometimes it's really hard to find them,
Mm-hmm.
but they're there.
Yes, they are there. Another one too, Marge, is vulnerability. A lot of us, if we are headstrong and we are in that frame of mindset, like, I'm already on top of the world, I don't need to manifest. Sometimes you need to be vulnerable just a little bit. I know when we went through COVID, if I did not see so many people become very humble and open themselves up a little bit more because
Yeah.
of COVID, just took a huge impact on a lot of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, vulnerability stepped into place, and it was really nice. So, learning
Yep.
from that experience that we all had to deal with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It was amazing the number of good things that came out of that.
yes.
Hopefully people
Unfortunately,
are recognizing it, taking the time to recognize that.
mhm, that fear of the unknown, right, Marge? That's what that
Right.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will hinder your manifesting, like, you have fear instilled in you and stuff, so
Absolutely.
yes. Um, well, Marge, I'm not, I think may have lost some track of time, but if you want, I could pull up a couple of cards, or we could keep going with what
Yeah,
we.
pull a card or two. Let's
Okay. So
see what the cards have got to say. What you bring today?
I brought the cosmic wealth codes because when you're manifesting, people are. I'm sorry, there you go. When you're
That's all right.
manifesting, people are always thinking about wealth, your
Yeah.
abundance, and so this one's
Yeah.
called
Love or money usually, right?
exactly your relationships, love, and money. Those are the three that I always get when I'm doing readings.
Right.
So this one is just called the cosmic wealth codes, and I bought this deck from. This is from Taylor Eaton, and I just thought it was just a good little deck to see what it had to specify. You know me, my decks. I'm just like, okay, let me check this one out. Let me check this one out.
Right.
And it's good because we can always use it on different podcasts as well.
Absolutely.
So this one I got is the divine flow of prosperity is always connected to me. So yeah. So
Good affirmation.
yeah, that's a good affirmation as what we were talking about earlier. The divine flow of prosperity is always connected to me.
Good one.
Yeah. I'll pull up another one. My energy is the currency of the cosmos. It's a beautiful card. Look.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we've been talking about, your energies.
Yeah.
If you're manifesting and you're not doing it, well, you're doing it correctly, you're doing everything correctly, sometimes the universe will step in and put you in another manifest, I guess, something else totally different than what
Another
you
path.
manifested. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the universe to me always knows best, so.
Right. But it's funny because
Yeah.
when that happens, when you're actually listening and that happens, you're not worrying about that other one. It's like, oh no, this is a much better path for me.
Oh my god, yes, for sure. And I'll pull one more. When this one says, "I am the creator of my wealth and the receiver of it."
Hmm.
Yeah, and like this way I look at this through this embodiment of this person. This is all the energy in here. This is all the energy that's flowing in this person here.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So remember that, people. I am the creator of my wealth and the receiver of it. So you are the creator when you are manifesting.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Very
think that's
good.
yeah, that's what I have. Well, I don't think I have anything else to add to this, March. Do you have anything you would like to say?
I don't think so. We've covered so much, and I've got like four more ideas for for more podcasts while we've been having this conversation. So it's like, oh yeah, we should talk about that and that and that. So lots of things we can keep talking about because there's so much to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All this, all of this information that we talk about in these podcasts is always very simple and straightforward.
Yes.
Mm, maybe I should say very straightforward, not easy to understand because it's so vast.
Yes.
It's an oxymoron, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Complex and simple all at the same time.
No, I agree. I so agree. Well, my name is Carol. Thank you for visiting us today. You can find us at www.neuvias.com. And as always,
And I'm Marge. Thanks for attending the podcast today. I hope we enjoyed what we had to talk about. And please remember to like and subscribe and leave us a comment if you have any comments to make.
yes.
Appreciate your time.
Until next time, much love and light.
Thanks. Love y'all.
Manifest high, people.
Hey, there you go.